All right, and welcome back to SpeedGaming Live Marathon 2020. Coming up, we have Unreal Tournament Deathmatch Novice by Retroverse. And I am going to kick it over to Retroverse for his run.
Hey everyone, I'm Retroverse. I'm going to be running Unreal Tournament, as Metroid Master said. This is a game that came out in 1999. We'll go ahead and skip some of the basic stuff. We're going to go ahead and start. Timer starts when we press click here. So 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so Unreal Tournament. This is a game that you might have played in the past.
You're there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm sorry, is it not coming through the stream?
I'm not sure. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay, yep.
It's coming through? I'm sorry.
I believe so. Sorry, we're having a little delay here.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Okay, I'll go ahead and start it. So 3, 2, I'll start it over just in case. So 3, 2, 1, and go. So this is Unreal Tournament. You might have played it during the Quake days. It was one of the kind of original starters of the FPS multiplayer scene. Also, if you might have guessed, with video games like that come from Epic or many other large video game companies and small video game companies. They're made on what's called the Unreal Engine. Unreal was originally like a story game, and then Unreal Tournament was the multiplayer addition to the game, so that people could fight each other instead of just playing the story mode. He spawned back here. So anyway, the Unreal Engine actually comes from this game, which is just a fun fact. Anyway. This is the game that I was playing when I was 7 years old, like most young children. And I guess move on to the speedrun. What we're going to do is hit the kill caps, which in the first couple levels is 10. It ramps up to 15 to 20 to 25 to 30. Hopefully I'll be able to impress you with my mediocre FPS skills, and you'll have a good time. If you notice in chat, there's someone named Colt Lilbror who fights. I believe he currently has, and he fights over the world record with another runner named Naru. He's very good at the game. If you want to see more Unreal Tournament, like good Unreal Tournament content, definitely check him out. But we'll go ahead and move on. This is the first stage. We're going to not be using the pistol, and we're going to be using what's called the shock rifle. Every weapon in this game has 2 weapon fire types. So the left one is this beam that we just shot, and the right one is this ball. So something interesting happens when you shoot the ball with the left one, and it causes this big explosion, which is basically a one-shot. So in this level, we're going to try and spawn camp and take out the bad guy as she spawns. Unfortunately, the spawns aren't guaranteed, but we can kind of make educated guesses to make this go as quickly as possible. The worst thing that can happen is she'll spawn down here and then go to the elevator. If she goes to the elevator, she'll waste a lot of time going up and down, and we want to try to avoid that. A lot of what this speedrun's about is unfortunately going to be RNG. You'll see in top runners too that they're going to be moving. Where I move with WASD, you're going to see a lot of movement with side dashing, because it actually moves you like significantly faster than just walking. But you're gonna have to see some of the better runners do it to really see what I'm talking about. But they'll shift the camera in a manner like this to dodge jump everywhere. Unfortunately, I'm just not proficient enough at it to want to try and embarrass myself trying to do it. So I'm just gonna WASD around, and we're gonna get headshots. The best gun in the game is the sniper rifle, because you can just dink everyone, and it's a one-shot kill. I'm going to take a moment here to breathe and let Metroid Master read some donations.
Right. Let's see if I have any. Give me just a moment.
Okay.
Alright, we have no donations at the moment, but we do have a few incentives that are coming up. For Grimshin's Valis runs, you can choose the game. There is Sid of Valis or Valis the Phantasm Soldier. At the moment, both are at $0, so if you want to see either one, make sure you send your donations in. We also have the Streets of Rage 1 through 4 run. There's an incentive to change Streets of Rage 3 to Bare Knuckle 3. And then there's also the Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo bonus run and Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo Revival bonus run. Those are $50 each, so if you want to see some puzzle fighting or street fighting goodness, make sure you get your donations in.
I'm really hoping that we can get a monster kill during the run. Sorry, it's just super focused there. On most of these stages, we're going to try and find a sniper rifle and do exactly what we're doing. Just popping heads. Just headshot, headshot, headshot. Unfortunately, because we're doing a setting where the... there it is. We got the monster kill, boys. Because we're doing a setting that hides our weapon, we won't actually see what weapon we have out, which can make it somewhat challenging to figure out when you run out of ammo what weapon you have active. But you'll see in the bottom right, when I switch weapons, it'll say minigun, flak cannon, and that'll kind of indicate what weapon I'm using. Now, of course, we want to have the sniper rifle, but the sniper rifle isn't even available on all of the levels, which you're going to see on this one. We're mainly going to be using the pistols and the minigun. And the reason why we're going to try to focus on those is because they're hit scans, and even though the other ones have higher upsides, just the consistency of a hit scan, which is just to say it aims in the middle of your screen and clicks, there's no travel time for the bullets. Think like a bow and arrow, you know, you let you loose your arrow and it has to travel, that's travel time. So with the minigun and the pistol, it's just instant. You click and the bullet, you know, hits or not. Especially with the minigun, it's just going to hit in the direct center of your screen if you're using the left click. And like I mentioned earlier, with the shock rifle, there's the left click for the beam and the right click for the ball. Well, the minigun also has an alternate and primary fire, where the left one is the one I've been doing, where it's super accurate. You can also do a right click, which makes this higher pitch noise, and it shoots faster, but it's less accurate. So we're only going to use that if they're right on top of us. And you'll notice, whenever I enter the room to my right, there's a little white button I'm shooting. And this map is called Pressure, because there's a pressure chamber in this level. And if you shoot that white button, it depressurizes the room, and if anyone's in the room, it kills them. It's completely random if someone's in there or not, but like there happens to be someone in there, so I'll get a free kill in a second. But we're just going to try to race and kill as many guys as we can, as quickly as we can, so you'll often see me try to kill steal, and all the things that you always, you know, that dog on your friends for when you're playing deathmatch in a video game, whatever. We're not about that. We're about speedrunning and getting the run over with as quickly as possible. So, not too worried about that. We need one more kill, and then we're off the pressure and on to the next. See if we can find them. Okay. Okay, this is another level that does not have a sniper rifle, so we're going to try to stick to the minigun, which this guy is going to give to us in just a second. There we go. There's a damage buff over there that we're going to grab, and it's going to drastically reduce the amount of time it's going to take us to get these frags. No, it's temporary. Where'd he go? One of the things that comes with Unreal Tournament speedrunning is it really doesn't matter what skill level... I mean, it does matter what skill level you are. It matters, you know, your movement, which I'm not a master of by any means. But the RNG is going to play a heavy role in your run, because you really want the enemies to spawn right next to you every time, and unfortunately it's just not going to be the case. As you can see on this level right here, we should be seeing a lot more action, but we just don't know where they are. Trying to find them as quickly as I can, but having to hunt them down a little bit. Sounds like we found them. Excellent. Okay. All right. So I guess this is related in a way. A lot of folks, when they watch streamers play, first person or console shooters, whatever, a lot of times when people are new to computer gaming, they wonder, how do you get good at moving and shooting on the mouse and keyboard? Because it's a big change from controllers. And for me, the only thing I could recommend, which isn't a reasonable thing to recommend, is, when you're a child, just play games like this. It's not a good suggestion, but if you are interested in getting better and having a, this is just for fun. It's low stakes. You're not playing with your friends and they're dogging on you for whatever. You're not playing as well as them or whatever. I would recommend maybe picking this up on Steam and just playing around. Getting a feel for the FPS on a computer and just seeing how it goes. It's available on Steam. I don't think it's very expensive. I do not believe this version of the game is available on the Epic Store, which is unusual, but it is available on Steam. And for some of the fans out there that already are familiar with Unreal, you might notice that some of the levels are a little different. And what I'm doing is, this is the Game of the Year version. It's the game that's the version you would buy on Steam. There's actually a small adjustment you can make in the configuration files in the game to play the old school campaign instead of the Game of the Year campaign. RIP. And the levels are slightly different, but the levels are slightly different than the Game of the Year version. And there's also, I believe, one less level. So in terms of a speed run, it's just better to play on the standard version instead of the Game of the Year version. And if you own that copy on Steam, it's just a very quick fix. You can get all the information you need from the Discord or from the speedrun.com. I believe the shorthand on speedrun.com for Unreal Tournament for this version is UT99. Colt can confirm that, but I believe that's what it is. I ran out of ammo. One of the most dangerous weapons for the bots to have is the dang slime gun. It's not, you won't see it very often in like a PvP setting because you make these little slime balls and they show up on the ground and then you step on them and they blow up, but you just sort of avoid them, obviously. Well, the bots don't really treat them in I'm gonna lay a trap type way. They treat them in like a hit scan way, and they just hit scan you, and it's really deadly if they can just hit you with every shot, but that wasn't supposed to be the intention for that weapon. So yeah, the slime gun is, if you're ever playing this and there's a bot with a slime gun, you're probably in trouble, especially if you're right next to him. Hello. So Galleon is the first stage that requires, I can't remember if it's 20 or 25. I think it's 25 kills. But also there are a lot of spawns on this level, and there are obviously a lot of layers on this ship. So it can be really tough just finding enemies to kill. It's not that you can't kill them or it's hard to kill them or something. It's just they're not there, and that could be one of the challenges of speedrunning this. Now, from what I understand, Colt and Naru have a very specific path that they run on, but it requires very good movement and skill that I can't demonstrate for you, but it's definitely something you should take a look at, watch their speedruns, and learn what you can from them if you're interested. This game is a lot of fun, even if you're not playing it for a speedrun. If you're just kind of playing it to relive the old days, it's still just as good as it ever was. Like, the thing is, it doesn't feel bad. Like, the shooting is still good. I see someone saying they have the physical CD. Yeah, I do too. It's, you know, it's a classic. It's one of the I guess OG FPSs, and
I believe I ended up picking it up on Steam, and I haven't really had much chance to play it.
yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. All right, so we picked up a damage boost, which means that our sniper rifle and our shock rifle are going to be one-shot kills. And this is actually something I learned about 20 minutes ago. As long as the NPCs don't pick up armor or something, it's recommended to get the shock rifle and start blasting them instead of using your sniper ammo, because one of the things you'll see with the snipes, obviously the headshots are nice and everything, but you run out of ammo. And when you run out of ammo, you have to go back to killing people the normal way. And we're going to try and conserve as much snipe ammo as possible on this level by picking up a shock rifle. Oh my gosh, don't look. Picking up a shock rifle and then using it with a damage buff, because either way it's still a one-shot kill, excuse me. There's supposed to be a snipe up here, but one of the NPCs came up and took it, so we're down to 9 bullets. Let's see what we can do. Oh. Oh. Don't look, don't look. It wasn't me. The cat walked on the keyboard. Oh, hey, it's up. Alright, we're going to get some more ammo, and we'll be able to finish this out pretty quickly. Need 9 more. Having some trouble finding them. Here we go. Wait. Where the heck was he? Someone just spawned here. Saw that blue flash. I guess I'm just losing my mind. There we go. I'm gonna try and get you all another monster kill.
My earliest experiences with Unreal Tournament was like a 2D kind of side-scrolling flash game. It was kind of fun to play.
With Unreal Tournament?
Yeah, there was like a fan-made like flash game that used like Unreal Tournament like models and stuff. It was just like 2D kind of platforming, but you know, you aim around with the mouse and shoot on the screen.
That's awesome. All right. Whew. Okay, now we're on to Barricade. This is another level with a sniper rifle. We're going to pick that up, and we're going to use it. There's also the BFG, also called the Redeemer. It explodes. Unfortunately, we did not get any kills, but it's still worth going for it. There's a chance you can get 1 to 3 kills. Oh my gosh. 1 to 3 kills, and you know, it's definitely worth going for, since we have to go up there for the sniper rifle anyway. This is going to be another one that we're having to search for NPCs. This doesn't seem to be a universal issue, but because the audio, you know, is pretty old, there are issues I have where, you know, enemies might be above or below you, and it's not going to sound the same as if they're standing right next to you. There's going to be some audio difference, you know, to help you find them. The problem is, I can't tell the difference between below and above, so it all just kind of sounds the same. They could be above me, they could be below me, but it's hard to tell which. Which obviously isn't very helpful on a level like this, or like the ship one, where there are multiple layers to the map, and it's just kind of tough to figure out where they are. But we're going to keep trying to hunt them down and take them out as quickly as we can. There's an overhealing that spawns over there on that ledge. Something I can note on this level, because you can fall off of it, is if you fall off of the map, it's not like modern shooters where, you know, if you, like, let's say Lucio in Overwatch or what have you, if you boop someone and they fall off the map, it's a Lucio kill. Well, it wasn't quite like that back then. It was, you know, if you fall off the map, you technically died. You did that to yourself. So instead of, you know, the other player getting a kill, it's almost worse in that you actually lose a kill as the person. You don't, you know, no one gains a kill off of it. You just lose one, which for a speedrun is terrible. You know, it's not that big of a deal to die. You've seen me die plenty of times so far, but losing a kill is, you know, you're gonna have to undo. You're gonna have to redo everything, and ugh. You not only die, but then you have the feels bad of you lost one. Let's see. So that person has an invisibility item. You can just see like the little white spots on their outline. It's kind of like a shadow more than invisibility, but we're not too worried about that. It doesn't give them any health or shield or anything. They're just as vulnerable. That's not to say they couldn't pick up health or shield while they're invisible, but the buff itself won't make you any harder to kill necessarily. Hello. Alright, 2 more. Where are you at? Friends? Ah, friends. Great friends. Okay, Leandry. This is the first one that requires 30 kills, and this one and the next 2 levels will be 30 kills. And we're getting close to the end here. This one, we're going to do an impact hammer jump, which is the melee weapon in this game, to try and get a sniper rifle here in just a moment. Fortunately, the kills have just been available, so I haven't gone up to get it yet. Here we go. So we're going to go to our melee weapon. Oof. And we're going to jump and get the sniper rifle. Of course, now we're really low life, so I'm unfortunately still going to have to pick up some HP, but come down here and just start popping heads again.
Are you still able to zoom with the sniper rifle?
Yeah, you can still hold right click and zoom in, and you know, get all that's happening with the weapon not appearing is it's actually an option in the settings where you can select left hand, right hand. Or you can just make them not visible, and that's what we've done. It just makes the screen clearer. You can still play it with your weapons on and everything. It's just honestly, it's just a bit easier to aim. Like, it doesn't really do much to the gameplay or anything by having them on or off. Nope, ran out of ammo. So now we're going to go to the rocket launcher. Now, there's a visual usually you can see with the rocket launcher where you can actually load additional rockets into the rocket launcher. That's what that kind of shifting noise is. And you can shoot more than one rocket at a time. So if I hold down click, I can take them out like that. We don't really use the rocket launcher very often. I just haven't gone back up to get the sniper rifle and making do with what I have right now. I mean, the most deadly weapon is still going to be the pistol, honestly, because of how accurate it is. You know, I can be at the bottom of this tower and shoot up to a guy on the top and still do full damage because it's just a hit scan. There's no bullet drop off or anything in this game. But we're gonna go back up and get some more snipe ammo. Ugh, we don't have enough ammo anymore, or enough health anymore. Ah, it's all right. Okay, now we can go back up there and get it. Here we go. No! No! Don't look. It wasn't me! Yeah, we're just gonna have to make do with the flat cannon. So something to note, in this game, as you just saw, when we killed that guy, he dropped his laser cannon, or plasma cannon, whatever it's called, shock rifle, because that was the weapon he had out at the time. So something that kind of stinks is sometimes a bot will go and take the sniper rifle spawn or what have you, which, you know, is going to take a significant amount of time to respawn. Well, if they switch weapons to something less than ideal, and they die, all of the ammo is now gone because the only ammo they drop is of the weapon that they just died with. Just need one more here. There we go. So you'll see me back out and then go back in on the menu after these levels, and that's because if you don't back out and you just let it do the animation, it kind of like does like a dramatic climb up to the next stage. And if you back out and go back in, it just kind of skips it. It's just a minor time save, but just to explain what's going on there. All right, so we have the sniper rifle again. Let's see how potato we are. There's going to be 100% headshots if we can find anyone. We haven't found anyone. All right, 1 for 1. Hello? So again, the spawns are going to be your biggest enemy in this game. More, you know, it doesn't matter how good you are, unfortunately, or what you know of the game. Unfortunately, sometimes the spawns are just going to, you know, mess up a PB or a really good run. It sometimes might give you an impossible to beat. Oh, that's unfortunate. An impossible to beat IL time because, you know, you got really ridiculous luck and got the weapons you wanted and were in the situation you wanted to be in, I guess. But there's going to be a lot of RNG in the speedrun, so just be prepared for that. I believe the record right now is 18 and change, and you're going to see me probably get just under 30 or just about at 30, so you know there are better runners at this game, and like I said, Naru and Colt Lilbroir are your available runners that if you wanted to see some top level gameplay in this game. And now would be a good time, Metro Naster, if you have any donations or anything you want to talk about.
I have no new donations at the moment.
Okay, all right.
Do keep in mind, all donations go towards the prize pool for next year's SpeedGaming Live tournaments. And we still have the Valis incentives, the Streets of Rage incentives, and then the Super Puzzle Fighter 2 and Super Street Fighter 2 bonus runs that we're trying to get.
Awesome. There you go, 1843 by Colt. He's going to get that sub 18 too. Oh my gosh. This is taking so long. Stop moving! Ouch! Ow! I felt like that was inevitable. So the razor weapon I was just shooting can actually also get headshots. Alright, we need 5 more kills to get out of this stage. Can we do it? Thankfully, it's virtually impossible to actually lose in Novice Deathmatch. Because even when we end this, we're going to see something like 5 kills. Ah! Ouch. And I'm out of ammo. One more. Oh, I have the impact hammer. Okay. Alright. We're limping through. Alright. Let's do this. This is the final level, Peak. This is probably the best of the 30 kill limit stages. Just because even though there's a lot of layers, it's still a very condensed level. So even if I don't see anyone, there's only so many places they can be. Where on the past several, you know, very large multi-layered stages, there's a lot of open area and a lot of uncertainty on where exactly the enemies are. Something I do need to be very careful of, though, is doing side jumps and strafes. It's pretty easy to jump off the map, and that's something we obviously want to avoid because we don't want to lose any of our kills and have to rerun them.
Still better than that Call of Duty level where it's just a whole bunch of like crates and stuff. I don't know why they decided having 8 players in that map was a good idea.
Yeah, you're talking about in the latest one, I think. I played.
I was talking about like Modern Warfare Remastered. It's like some level that's just like a bunch of like storage crates and like you just spawn in and then you die.
Yeah, I feel like I definitely know the level you're talking about. Yeah, that one is like just constant. You just hold left click and maybe you killed someone. I remember we accidentally got into a pool on that one on Domination. That was interesting. I don't think we held a point for longer than like 10 seconds. It's how do you?
If we got a moment, I do have a donation from PayPal.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, it is a $10 donation that says, Retro, go run more Unreal Tournament 99. GM sub 25 isn't going to cut it anymore since we have sub 19 now. Colt.
Alright, noted, Colt, noted. We need 4 more. I got my try-hard face on. I will have my camera on tomorrow. I'll be back for Mario Land and Felix, but today I didn't want to scare anyone with my FPS face, or I get super try-hard because they're here to frag. All right, we need 1 more. Can we find the 1 person? We found him. Time at 29 minutes and 1 second, according to mine. Hey, Supersonic. Awesome. Thank you very much, everyone. I hope you enjoyed Unreal Tournament. And Metroid Master, thank you very much for your reading and everything, and Colt for the donation. So if you want to learn more about the run and everything, go to speedrun.com/UT99. Check out Colt Lilbror. Check out Naru. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. So thanks, everyone. Hope you have a good night. And back to you, Metroid.